Myself, Professor Dinesh R Modi, Head Department of Biotechnology and Dean School of Life Sciences, Baba Sahib Bhimrao Ambedkar University, which is Central University at Lucknow. Now, I will be talking about and discussing all the facts about the probiotics, what they are. Actually, they are also known as good bugs. Why they are good? They are very much helpful to us, to the human being. That is, probiotics, they help or you can say aid in the digestion, improves bowel movement, produce beneficial effect on health, prevent harmful bacteria from multiplying in the intestine. They can be ingested as food. They reach the intestine in a live state. Now, what are probiotics? Etymologically, the term appears to composite of two words, that one is from the Latin and other is from the Greek. That is, in the Latin, pro means for, and the biotic, that is adjective, the letter giving for the noun is the bios means life. So it is pro-life. It was in 65, Lilly and Stephen described or defined what probiotics are: substances secreted by one organism that can stimulate other microorganisms. In 71, Spiriti also described the extract to stimulate microbial growth. In Parker in 1974, organisms and substances that have a beneficial effect on the host animal by contributing to its intestinal microflora balance. And it was Fuller in 1989, live microbial feed supplement which beneficially affects the host animal by improving its intestinal microbial balance. And 2002, it was the World Health Organization. They define these probiotics as live microorganisms or the microbes which, when administered in adequate amounts, confirm a beneficial health effect on the host. Now, this includes that the Lactobacillus, Bifidobacterium species and the others. The list given in the Lactobacterium species and the Bifidobacterium species and also the species of other bacillus are beneficial as a probiotic. Now, the background, the origin of this concept was by Menshikov, that his observation of longevity of Bacon patients who ate a diet containing large quantity of fermented milk. So this was the background. The concept came, our body is host of microorganisms, that is respiratory bacteria, that are essentially to our health known as gut flora or normal microflora. These bacteria may be beneficial or harmful. Although beneficial microorganism population gets altered by use of the antibiotics and the other factors. This is the reason why at this point I want to point it out. That's the reason why the physician prescribing for an antibiotics, it adds also to take one dose of multivitamins. Now the next one, by introducing friendly microbes in the form of probiotics, resident microflora can be improved over a period of time. And the probiotic microorganisms, a very wide range, as discussed earlier, that the microorganisms have considered to have a probiotic properties. That is, as I already told, it is lactic acid producing bacteria, lactobacillus and bifidobacterium. That is among the yeast is Saccharomyces and others. Now, the same, I am giving a pictorial presentation of how they look out under a microscope. Now, status of the culture at the global level. These are different company, that is organism which are they are using for probiotic. The companies are Valio, Yakult, Pro BAB, Nestle, Biogea, Nestle again, Danisco and Pro BAB. The food containing that milk, soya milk, tofu, milk products, that is sour cream, buttermilk, yogurt, fermented Indian foods, idlis, doshas, dhoklas, vadas and curry. Features of probiotics: non-pathogenic, and the third is they are non-toxic, resistance to gastric acid because the pH in the intestine is very acidic. They are resistant to that and adhere to the gut epithelial tissue, then produce antibacterial substances. It should be persistent for a long period of the gastrointestinal tract and able to resist the antibacterial mechanism and need to avoid effects of persistency and also to remove the bacteria with food and resistant of bile acid. Beneficial effects: aid in the lactose digestion, resistance to entry pathogens, anti-colon cancer effect, immune system modulation, allergy, blood lipids and heart disease, anti-hypersensitive effect, and urogenital infections and cult colonization. Action: the host immune response, as I told you, they stimulate the immunoglobulin A production and downwards toward the pro-inflammatory cytokines and produce beta galactosidase, so digest lactose, and production of carcinogenic metabolites. Mechanism of action: production of molecular weight antibiotic substances. As I have told you, that is both are effective for the gram-positive and gram-negative bacteria, and have got enzymatic mechanisms to modify toxin receptors and thus mediate or help to block the toxin mediated pathology. Also prevent colonization of pathogenic microorganisms by competitive inhibition at the adhesion sites. Now this is a brief again layout showing what is the probiotics, how they help, as I told you in the very my first slide, that is probiotics. In this way they help in the health, that is keeping in the good health of the individual. Affects bio, that is probiotics in light of junction, that is a junction highly regulated macromolecule. As I told you, probiotic reduce the level of microorganism E. coli, and also probiotics store the maintain the patency of the tight junctions. Now they can be beneficial for that a type of diarrhea. The pathogen the probiotic are listed above or in the presentation. You can just note down this is the among the bacteria, pathogens, and the probiotic. The organisms are there. Then cholesterol assimilation also, they help in the assimilation of the cholesterol, that is cholesterol assimilation by probiotics. There is a multifunctional effect of this probiotic. Now coming to the next, it is also have an anti-cancerous effect, that is high fat protein diet and all that. That is mostly the cancer of the colon and the other parts. And lactose intolerance, this is mostly in the infants, that is, and also in the adults. So normal lactose digestion is being affected in such individuals. If you take this lactose intolerant individuals, whether it is the infants or the grown adults, they will help in the absorption of this lactose. Now also it can also encounter the allergy like asthma, rhinitis, eczema, food allergy, atopic eczema, allergy rhinitis, and also atopic dermatitis. Improvement survival of the probiotics, that is by microbial encapsulation, probiotics and other food supplements. These are the way how it can be stored for a long time for effective effect. Now probiotics, as I told you, the same thing again. What is it is? That is other terms are the probiotics, symbiotics, and also symbiotic to continue to the, because I am focusing again on the prebiotics. Now application of prebiotics, they can be consumed dietary supplement. As I told you, compound may also be added to the animal feed as an alternative to antibiotics, reduce carriage of enteric pathogen, and also dietary prebiotic source for several seaweeds may provide means of modulate intestinal microbiota. Now the other term, that is the symbiotics, which I told you I'll be considered only on the prebiotics. Now the products are, as I told you, yogurt, the dairy products, non-dairy products are also there, like soya based and cereal based drink foods, and also available in the form of tablets and capsules. So these are the some of the products from the Amul which are being used as a probiotic. Who needs? People suffering from yeast infection, people with weak immune system, people food for respiratory allergies, suffering from inflammatory bowel syndrome and the disorders, and people having to avoid infections from foreign food, and also probiotics also can be given to children and infants to reduce the risk of infection. Now the current problems in India are the extravagant lack of good manufacturing practices, and this is the reason why these are the problems to be faced in the probiotics. Looking ahead of the Indian perspective, these are the things to be followed, that is how to improve among the probiotics. Now India, the one company Dona India introduced a probiotic drink in Mumbai, that was late in 2009, that is known as, that is in association with the France and the Japan technology, that is the drink is called as a Yakult, which is very well available now in the supermarkets and also in most of the bakery stores. Eat probiotics food, live healthy life. So eat a good bugs every day. Invite them in you and you will find make a very friendly house guest. Now the modification improvement is by using genetically engineered probiotics, which is the current task for most of the scientific field. Now these are the commercial, as I told you, which are available in the market. Now, Stotabar in India, it is being used as a food supplement for the animals. As I told you, Yakult is a probiotic drink named as Yakult is widely used. It is already popular. And latest and recent addition to this list of probiotics is the Vivat company, that is from Bacillus mesenteritis. And also the Indian global market manufacturers, you can see from Indian and from the other, and most of the companies are from Hyderabad, if you just know. So with this at end, and thanks for all your listening. I hope I did my best to convey the message to probiotic as a good friend of you. Thanks.